Hi there. Welcome to my What's New AWS Weekly Series, Week 2, August 2021. This lecture covers 20 AWS announcements made over last week. First announcement, PostgreSQL 14 Beta 2 is now available in Amazon RDS database preview environment. The PostgreSQL community released PostgreSQL 14 Beta 2 on 24 June 2021. This version includes improved functionality and performance such as support for timeout of idle sessions, larger connection counts, faster and smaller compression of large columns, finer grouping of time-based data. Second announcement is about general availability of Amazon Redshift cross-account data sharing. So far, we have the ability to share data across clusters that are in the same AWS account. Now, sharing data across Redshift clusters in different AWS accounts is also available. Cross-account sharing is supported for all RA3 node types. With data sharing, you can securely share data at many levels, including schemas, tables, views, and user-defined functions. Next set of announcements are on AWS Glue Data Brew. AWS Glue Data Brew is a visual data preparation tool that makes it easy to clean and normalize data using over 250 pre-built transformations, all without the need to write any code. AWS Glue Data Brew now supports numerical format transformations. It also supports writing prepared data into AWS Lake Formation-based AWS Glue Data Catalog S3 tables. It also supports writing prepared data into Tableau hyperformat. It also supports logical conditions as transformations. Next announcement is about preview release of S3 Transfer Manager in the AWS SDK for Java 2.x. S3 Transfer Manager is an open source high-level library for Amazon S3 client, which is built on top of the AWS Command Runtime S3 client and leverages S3 multipath uploads and downloads. Amazon API Gateway now supports mutual TLS with certificates from third-party certificate authorities and ACM private authorities as well. Previously, certificates issued by AWS Certificate Manager could be used as the server certificate when configuring mutual TLS in API Gateway. Starting today, customers can use a server certificate issued by third-party certificate as well. Amazon CodeGuru Profiler adds recommendation support for Python applications. Today, in addition to the existing Java recommendations, Amazon CodeGuru Profiler is extending support for Python, and it supports Python versions from 3.6 to 3.9 and works for applications running on EC2 containers and AWS Lambda. AWS Snow Family now enables you to remotely monitor and operate your connected Snowcone devices. What are AWS Snowcone devices? AWS Snowcone is the smallest member of the AWS Snow family of edge computing, edge storage, and data transfer devices. This device supports up to 8 terabytes of usable storage. Before these announcements, customers were able to manage Snowcone devices that were physically present and on the same local network. But now, Snowcone devices can be securely connected to an AWS region to enable customers to view information about all their devices in a single dashboard and to remotely reboot or unlock devices. In short, it provides a scalability, no need to physically present with the devices, management from a central place. Those are the benefits of this announcement. Here are some quick updates. Amazon EC2 Inferentia instances now supports TensorFlow 2. Code build supports publicly viewable build results. AWS Systems Manager, Change Manager now supports AWS IAM roles as approvers. Amazon Connect now provides an improved chatbot building experience. AWS Snowball Edge Storage Optimized Devices now supports high performance NFS data transfer Prior, the data transfer speeds were less than 40 MB, now around 400 MB per second. Amazon Chime SDK meetings now support live transcription with Amazon Transcribe and Amazon Transcribe Medical. Amazon EMR now supports Amazon S3 access points to simplify access control. AWS Amplify hosting announces support for Next.js version 11. Amazon CloudWatch logs now support usage metrics. This feature enables you to monitor your CloudWatch logs API usage. Last announcement, AWS System Manager Change Manager now allows administrators to auto-approve known and less risky changes through pre-configured change templates. That's all for this week. Thank you for watching.